on the Path of the Gods here. We're just embarking. We just left the town of, is it Bomerano?
Something like that.
Bomerano back there. You can check out our later blog post on it. We'll have little parking directions, nice little spot we found for free parking. Seems like it's alright. I guess you'll hear about our ticket if we get one later. But you can see we're just starting out, and just the beauty of the Amalfi coast out in front of us. We took the coastal road that winds along the cliff edge to get here, and
recommend leaving earlier in the morning.
Yeah, that is, and don't even think of attempting it during high season or tourist season. We had a heck of a time getting through several of those small towns, and it would what I would consider the dead season. Like, there's almost no traffic, and there were a number of very tight little spots. There's also a small avalanche that we just barely were able to get through before the police closed the road right behind us.
Falling rocks, yeah.
Yeah, some falling rocks and stuff, so that's something else to keep in mind.
So we would have added another 2 to 3 hours of driving on if we had to turn around and go all the way around. So that's where I say probably plan on leaving really early in the morning just to get a good jump start on it, and then you're hiking before the heat of the day.
All right, we'll check in with you further on the trail. So here we are on the Path of the Gods, and it is certainly worthy of that name. Absolutely breathtaking views that we've experienced along the path and the trails. It's hard to imagine. We came from the direction, kind of viewing around that large bluff face there. You know, you get up here and you just wonder how you're going to get around, but it's actually a fairly well delineated and marked out trail.
And it's fairly easy. It's not like a expert walking trail or something.
Yeah, there's some parts where it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit of washout or something like that. It's not as flat, but you can see an excellent view of it here. It kind of winds through the bushes, but typically maintains either a gradual uphill or downhill slope. You know, we're about halfway again, and that's, you know, been a great hike for us. Maybe don't recommend this hike during high tourist season again, we've been basically some of the only people out here, and there's quite tight paths, as you can see out in front of us, and some of them are very close to a steep edge, so you wouldn't want to be fighting traffic or people during that process. So it's excellent right now.
Alright, so we're nearing the end of our time on Path of the Gods here. I know it's not called that in Italian, but we don't know how to pronounce it, so anyway, off in the distance, kind of on that outcropping there, is another town that you can start from, but beware, if you start there, you do have to climb up 1,500 steps to get into the trail. That is why we are stopping here and not going all the way to the town. We are also choosing to walk both ways rather than try and catch a bus, since some of the roads were closed, and we just don't know how long it would take to get a bus or if that's even possible today. So we're going both ways, so we're planning on about 4 to 5 hours round trip.
But totally worth it. The views and the beauty out here is really breathtaking. It's quite a nice trail system. Some areas are a little bit more rugged. Recommend starting from the Bomerano end, or Bomerano end, because it starts a little bit easier, and if you do have mobility issues or endurance problems, you can just turn around when you hit some of those harder spots.
Whereas this is like the start of the trail on the Nocelle
and
Positano side.
and it's a little bit, it's a lot more rugged.
Yep.
The views aren't necessarily any better. They're equal on both ends. It's just this one's a little bit more terrain that you have to scale down.
A little bit more challenging. I would recommend packing a lot of water, maybe some sunscreen, and a snack. Plenty of spots to stop and sit and enjoy the view.
But nowhere to buy anything.
Nowhere to buy anything and nowhere to get water.
Yep.
We made it back to the start with not a whole lot of time to spare. You can see the sun kind of quickly setting there. Still beautiful views, but definitely uphill on the way back. Definitely worth it. Now we're gonna go find our car.